are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Welcome. Oh, okay. I'm Everett,
I'm Chloe.
and this is Less of a Mess, the only podcast where free relationship advice is worth every penny. Thank you for doing that at the same time as me.
I was actually a little delayed because I wasn't sure if I was actually going to do it, and then
I
decided
could tell.
last minute.
That's why I was kind of like rushing through it. I was like, this is where free. She's not gonna do it. Just free relationship advice with and you did it. And so
I did it.
So you want to try it one more time?
Sure.
Make it clean. I'm Everett,
I'm Chloe.
and this is Less of a Mess. The only. Oh shoot, I forgot it. Okay, one more time. Hi, I'm Everett.
I'm Chloe.
And this is Less of a Mess, the only podcast where free relationship advice is worth every penny. I love you.
Love you
Hi, everybody. Thank you all for being back here for our third episode.
Woo woo.
That is a milestone.
Killing it.
Can't really celebrate at episode 2 because it's like, oh, I guess you can. I guess you
We can celebrate every single episode.
I feel like you celebrate episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 2 because you're doing it again.
Yep.
Episode 3 because rules of 3.
Yep.
Episode 4 don't mean shit.
Right.
Episode 5 is a big one.
True.
And then everything after that is like multiples of 5.
I would say multiples of 10.
Really?
I would actually say multiples of 50, but
So episode 10. Okay, so episode 10.
No, 25.
What about episode? Okay, but then episode
25, 50, 75, 100.
No, so after you hit episode 10, then it goes to
25.
25,
Then 50.
then 50.
Yeah.
And then
Then 100, really.
Then 100, yeah, then 100, and then
yeah.
you're doing like show 100, show 500,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, welcome back to episode 3.
We're jumping the gun a little bit there.
Yeah, just getting excited about the future.
Getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. If you haven't already, please subscribe on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or our favorite, YouTube. And you get to do 3 things on YouTube.
Right.
Like, subscribe, share,
comment. 4.
There's so many features on YouTube. So yeah, all that being said, do all that, and we're gonna keep cranking these out. Hi, how are you? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good today.
Okay.
A little tired.
Mm-hmm.
Update for those of you who have been following our journey. My journey.
You heard your journey. I'm like,
last week I mentioned that I interviewed for an internship site and I got it.
You did.
Woo, woo.
You did. She got the internship.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Yep. She had to do all the tests.
Yeah. So I took a TB test.
She had a TB test, and she yelled at me.
Yeah, let's just talk about that real quick. So I'm not the biggest fan of shots.
She's terrified of needles, bro.
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny though because I have 2 tattoos and I don't mind needles when it comes to tattoos.
Different kind of needle. Those are like
when it comes to like shot tattoos.
Shot tattoos.
No bueno.
Shot tattoos.
Oh,
shot tattoos.
Shot needles.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling me out.
Yeah, no, of course.
When it comes to shot needles, yeah. It's rough for me. So anyways, I had to go take this TB test, right?
DP test?
Oh my God. Can you just let me get through it? I'm nervous.
This double penetration test. Can you take it?
Why are you trying to call me out?
Can you take the double penetration?
Anyways, child. So I had to get this TB test, and I know that Everett has done one before. So before I left the house, I asked him, wait, does this test require a needle? He said, no.
No.
Of course
not.
All they do is like swab your wrist. That's literally what you said.
It is what I said. In my defense.
You said they swab your wrist.
In my defense.
Oh, God.
In my defense, I was doing something on the computer.
So you were distracted. So you weren't listening to me.
I was listening to you. I was listening to you. I was giving you my full 50% attention. And the other 50, It was probably more like 20% attention.
Wow.
The other 80% was
I
on
mean,
what I was doing.
it shows because I went to get my TB test done, and in the corner of my eye, I see this lady whop out a needle and prepping it, and I said, "What?"
Yeah.
And then I threw Everett under the bus.
You did.
I said, "My fiance said that this did not require a needle," and she said, "Ooh."
That's my bad. That's my bad. I mean, I kind of look. The thing about fear is it all has to do.
Don't talk to me.
Hold on. The
about
thing about
fear,
but this is my understanding. The thing about fear is it's only bad when you're anticipating something happening. It's like the lead up.
I guess.
It's like the lead up.
That's part of it.
It's like the lead up to the actual
No, you're
thing.
right. That's part of it.
So I feel like I did you a favor, low key, because you weren't.
He lied to me.
You weren't concerned about it at all up until the moment, but at that point, you were already there. It was happening. Imagine if I said yes. They're gonna bring a needle out. It's gonna. Then I would have
had you go with me.
You would have been anxious for like 30 minutes, bro. I saved you 29 minutes of anxiety.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I love that we spun this. Okay, interesting.
You're welcome.
Interesting.
Spun what? I'm just saying, okay. I did you a favor.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, so I took the TB test, got the results today, but I realized why I've been so exhausted for the past 2 days. And I thought that it was just my period coming. No. It's because something was injected in me.
I mean, it could be both.
It's probably both.
It's most likely both.
It's probably both.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been like extra tired though.
Yeah.
Extra tired.
Yeah.
So that made sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That made sense to me.
Yeah.
Anyways, the doctor or the nurse practitioner was a little concerned about my shot. And it's actually funny because he joked about there being some sort of problem right before he looked at it.
You got TB.
And then he looked at it and then he was like, huh. You know,
maybe
I just say that
you might want to
and a little head tilt is the last thing that you want your nurse practitioner.
You might want to put a disclaimer now that you don't have TB.
I do not.
You got people listening,
I'm
turning up the volume.
On the edge of their seats.
Yeah, I know, that's fair. I kind of fucked that up. Oh well. She doesn't have TB.
I don't have TB, but he was slightly concerned about my mark. And yeah, I explained to him that I have very thick blood. And I clot really easily. Yeah. So, and that comes from, I think it comes from being so active and being an athlete and having just like very, like, I think it's viscous.
Isn't that like viscosity? Isn't that like, no, I know, but isn't like the more viscous the more viscous a liquid is that like the thicker it is, or is the opposite? Or it's
I think it's thicker.
Drop in the comments below which it is.
The more viscous something is, the thicker it is.
That
yeah.
Right.
So I have like very viscous blood.
Okay, got it. Got it.
And so that's why like I still have a little bump. I think that's that is my.
Here's the hoping. Well,
I was asking him questions like, I mean, if I did have TB, what would my symptoms be? You know? Or if I was exposed to TB, what would my symptoms be? You know? And he was explaining it. And I was like, I have none of those things.
What's
like
the worst
high
one?
Fever, incredibly fast weight loss, like 25 pounds.
Oh, you're good.
You know, cold sweats.
That thing is juicy.
Coughing. What'd you say?
Huh?
What?
I said that thing is juicy.
What thing?
Your butt.
Wait, what are you talking?
You're talking about losing a bunch of weight.
Loss. Oh.
No. That thing juicy. That thing.
Thanks, boo. Okay. All right.
Anyway.
All right. Jesus.
Caked up.
Anyways.
Okay. Anyway. So you don't have TB.
So I don't have tuberculosis.
Okay.
We are good to go.
All right.
I am safe to practice therapy. as a therapy student
There you go.
at my practicum site. So woot woot.
Yay! Congratulations.
Thank you
for not having TB.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, they also took my fingerprints. I had to get it like a
Yeah. They want to make sure you're not a
really
pedophile.
intense. I did not realize it was going to be this thorough.
Yeah, it's.
But I'm not. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I just didn't think about it. I guess
if you're working with people under the age of 18,
exactly.
you cannot be a pedophile.
Exactly. Correct.
That's
correct.
Look, how bad would it be?
Correct.
How
but you know,
wait, hold on.
Well, the sad part is that
Hold
they
on.
don't even catch.
Wait,
like
wait, no.
75% of them.
Hold on. How wild would it be if a therapist at like a school was also a pedophile? You're just like manipulating children.
1,000%. That's awful.
That's why they do the fingerprint.
Ugh.
Anyway, what was that one? What was that one? That one documentary where the dude was like grooming that kid or whatever, and then she like grew up and she didn't know whether or not it was love or not. You don't remember it? She got like kidnapped.
I've watched a lot of documentaries like that.
Yeah, but there was
I'm
one. There was
confused.
one that was like really famous on Netflix. But I guess Netflix is full of those types of documentaries. Okay, well, whatever. We can move on.
Anyways.
Okay. All right, cool. Ask me how I'm doing.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Okay.
I'm all right.
Define all right.
I don't know. I woke up. I don't even know. I woke up kind of anxious this morning. I know exactly what it was.
Okay.
Should I put this laundry out there? That's the question. It's not really tea. I'm just not gonna use names.
Okay.
I have a friend who is very cryptic with their how they feel about things.
Okay.
Long story short,
you haven't told me this off camera.
No, I know.
So this
I
is
haven't.
like new news to me.
No, this is new news. You're getting this fresh. I have a friend who does not. I'm not even going to go into specifics, but I'll just play out the situation as if you're the other person.
Okay.
Let's say you invited me to something.
Mm-hmm.
I let you know that like I'm not gonna make it.
Okay.
And we're friends.
Okay.
Like the expected reaction from a friend would be like, and I have an excuse as to why I can't make it.
Mm-hmm.
The reaction that I would expect from you as a friend is, don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't worry about it, man. Like,
yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah.
You know, like, well, you know, I totally get it.
Uh-huh.
That would be the expected reaction from a friend.
Mm-hmm.
The reaction that I got, this is through text messages. He invited me to something. I called just to like remind this person that I couldn't make it.
Yeah.
They didn't pick up.
Mm-hmm.
And then and then like I just left like one of those voice messages.
Okay.
And was like, hey, blah blah blah.
You're doing a lot, but okay.
Can't really. No, it was just like, hey, blah blah blah. I just want to let you know, like, I can't make it.
Right.
Like, obviously, like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it would cost a lot for us to be there, and like a
Mm-hmm.
lot's going on right now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, we'll run it back.
Okay.
We'll run it back.
Now, okay, got it.
And the response I got was the dislike button.
Oh my God.
And nothing else.
The passive aggression.
And nothing else after that. It was just like they disliked the voice message.
Huh.
And it made me feel some type of way.
Yeah.
It was very passive aggressive.
Yeah.
And it was very like I didn't get any feedback.
Mm-hmm,
You know what I mean? Like I didn't
mm-hmm.
get any response at all other than a thumbs down on a voice message.
Right.
And
Didn't even have the decency to type something out.
Type something out, call.
Right.
Like
interesting.
So my mind has been like, is this person like mad?
Right.
Like, and
mm-hmm.
if they are, should I feel bad about it?
Mm.
Like, and I'm thinking, what's getting me through it is like, no, I shouldn't feel
No.
bad about it.
No.
Like,
You're very supportive of this person.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you picked it up. You picked up
Yeah,
what was it? So
yeah.
it made me, and this is like this is kind of like a thing that has happened in the past, and I have felt ways about how this person responds to like either like being disappointed or whatever. And yeah, it's just a weird thing that I'm just kind of like, dude, like, can you, like, I don't know. I've talked to other friends about this and like, and asked them like, why is this response, why is this person's response this way? And they've all kind of told me like, oh, it's like a weird power play. Like it's like a weird, it's a weird thing. Like, don't try to read too much into it. It's like, it's like he was saying, well, the friend that I was consulting was saying, when I was asking him about it, he was saying like, imagine if you were in a relationship and and you felt like you disappointed the person that you were in a relationship with, and you wanted to check to make sure things were okay, and they just left you on red.
Right.
There's no reason for them to leave you on red. They are like, that's their weird way of like punishing
asserting
you.
Power. Yeah.
It's a weird way of punishing you. And I was like, I get that. I've been through that in like relationship stuff, like, but never with homies, bro.
Yeah.
With like if you're doing that with your homies, that's weird. And the person that I like was consulting about this was like, it happens though. Like I was like, I've never experienced this with a homie before. And he was like, I mean, you know what it is. Like, it's weird. It is weird, but like, don't read too much into it. It's the same thing. So all that being said, I then started to think about like, why am I having such a strong reaction to this?
Right.
And then I just realized that I went back to my therapy sessions, and I'm like, okay, this is like, my reaction to it is like textbook people pleaser reaction of like, you never want to like, you never even want to feel like you disappoint people. You never, like, disappointing somebody is like the worst thing you can do. Like, you always need to make sure that like you're in good graces, you're in good standing, you're like constantly, your existence is validated, like you're not a bad person, all this stuff. And so that's what I felt kind of coming up, because I was like, logically, I should not feel bad about this. Like, I should not need this person to like tell me it's okay that you can't be there. And so I was like, okay. I was like, okay, so it's all in my head, to be honest. Like, I just needed to tell myself, I'm like, it's okay that you're not going to be there. Like, you shouldn't feel bad about it. So that was, for some reason, that was like one of the first thoughts that I had when I woke up this morning. And
it happened yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday morning.
Okay.
And I was
Oh, you did not tell me this.
because I was quickly able to like not think about it. I was able to talk myself through it. And then this morning I thought about it, and I was just kind of like, I just kind of thought about like the last situation, and I'm like, what the
Oh, yeah.
and I'm like, what? But then I started to think about like, what happened? This person didn't used to be like this.
Right.
This person didn't used to do stuff like this. And I started thinking about like, what happened? And then I was kind of like, oh, a lot's happened.
Yeah.
And so
it has happened.
Yeah. So that was able, with that in mind, I was able to have like a little bit of compassion about like this type of behavior. Like, because it is very weird and strange and unexpected. But at the same time, I also know that like this behavior is something that this person kind of exhibits in other relationships in their life and
Yeah.
like other friendships in their life,
Mhm.
but I've always kind of felt like I'm exempt.
You're the exception.
I'm the exception, but then like kind of thinking about it, I'm like, I'm not.
We always think we're the
We
exception.
always think we're special.
Yeah, like we
We're
always
not.
think we're special. Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you see that behavior, if you see your friend's behavior,
Yep.
that specific behavior
Mm-hmm.
towards
Other
other people,
they're probably doing it or going
it's
to
probably
do it
going
to
to come
you.
back
Yeah.
around to you as well.
Yeah, facts, big facts. So I was able to kind of like counsel myself through that, but that doesn't, that, you know, as somebody, as a recovering people pleaser who was kind of like born that way, not born that, nurtured that way.
Born into it.
Yeah, I was born. The nature of it is I was born with that temperament.
It was your birthright.
It was my birthright. The nature of it was I was born with that temperament, and the nurture of it is that like the people around me kind of like shaped me into being that way growing up.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, as somebody who's recovering from that, like that anxiety that comes with that doesn't go away immediately.
Yeah.
So this morning when I was thinking about it, it kind of like came back, but then again, like I'm using my tools that my therapist Robert gave me to
Shout out Robert.
Yeah, shout out to Robert. Hope he's doing good. But
So great.
But yeah, using my tools that Robert gave me and also books and that I've read, and now I'm like, okay, yeah, no, you're good. You're good, E. You're good, Ev. So other than that, I'm good. Spider-Man came out today. I'm excited about that. I'm seeing that with my homies tonight.
Mhm.
And
We saw The Little Mermaid a couple nights
we saw
ago.
The Little Mermaid a couple nights ago. Hey, Lin-Manuel Miranda needs to chill, bro. His little rapping sequences in these movies.
The scuttlebutt.
There we go. It's like it's really bad. It's bad rap.
It's not bad rap. It just
bad rap.
It has its place.
No.
And I don't feel like it was the proper placement.
Disney does not want to put black culture in movies. I said it. Disney will put black people in movies. They will not put black culture in movies. Lin-Manuel Miranda is Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Imagine if they put J. Cole in the Disney movie.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, Halle Bailey is the star of the movie.
She is a black person.
Yes, I know.
That's what. There's a difference.
Yeah.
It's there's the tokenism where you just get the representation, but you don't get the culture.
I agree to an extent. Like you also like this is a remake.
It is a remake.
It's a remake.
But
like you have to like
bro
semi follow the plot.
If you're gonna put black culture in it, put black culture made by black people in it. That Lin-Manuel Miranda rap stuff is not like, respect to the dude. He's accomplished a lot and he is trying to make things happen. It's not his fault. It's not his fault that he was picked to represent black culture. It's Disney's fault.
I don't know why you're assuming that he was picked to represent black culture.
Because there's hundreds of thousands of other rappers.
I understand,
writers
but
that could have.
I know, but he's in his bag right now. After Hamilton, he's being sought out. So good for him,
bro. But that's
my only thing is that to me, like I didn't even know that rap portion was written by him, and immediately,
yes,
no, I didn't. That's what I'm saying. Is like it sounded so familiar, and that's why I said, "Oh, is it Lin?"
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? So for me, I'm tired of hearing the same type of rap.
It's right.
That's what it is for me.
It's not real rap. That's what it is.
Whatever
Hot
it is.
take.
Hot take. Okay.
It's not real
Whatever
rap,
it is,
bro.
I need variety. Like I'm
not gonna say it's not
multiple flavors.
I feel you. I'm not gonna say it's not real rap.
We are tasting the same flavor every time.
I just feel like Disney could have easily plucked a real rapper.
He is a real rapper, boo. Stop it.
Okay. I feel like Disney could have plucked
A black rapper is what you're trying to say.
A black rapper.
Okay, so just say what you mean.
No, because what I'm saying is rap is derivative of black culture. That's what rap, hip hop is black culture.
Mm-hmm.
Period. If you're gonna put rap, hip hop in your movie, why don't you pick Nas, Jay-Z, any of these people? Mm-hmm. The Lion King, we got Beyonce and Donald Glover. Good job. Too bad it was directed by a white person. That's just a different, but perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Mm-hmm. Black Panther. Just follow the same formula.
I get what you mean, but like I said,
they got close with it with the Lion King.
The Little Mermaid is a remake.
They got close to it with the Lion King. You're right. Little Mermaid is a remake.
Like, they did the best they could.
They had to do what they did with Lion King because it took place in Africa.
Literally.
They had to do it. You're right. But I just feel like...
Meanwhile, The Little Mermaid takes place in, like...
Atlantis. Not even.
In Atlantis? No.
Not even.
It's in, like, pre...
You know where it takes place?
Well, it's...
No,
well,
you know
British,
you know
so
where,
I would assume
you know where
it's
it takes place?
Where?
Under the sea.
Oh, my gosh.
Under the sea.
I mean, it's like old Britain.
Nah, it's like
pre-colonialism.
It's a colonized island in the Caribbean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why they were like a lot of Caribbean stuff. Okay, so
it's post-colonialism?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want to backpedal on a statement I made about Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Ooh.
No. It is real rap.
Mm-hmm.
It's real rap. And I respect him.
Mm-hmm.
I do respect him for bringing hip hop into
Disney
movies. I respect him. I'm now looking forward to him tapping on the people who inspired him to be in Disney movies.
Absolutely, because he wrote a lot of the music for Encanto. That was on brand. No, I was about to say that makes sense.
I know,
right?
I know.
That totally makes sense.
I know.
And like that was well placed.
I just feel like
I hear
what I'm
you're
saying. I just feel like certain people aren't getting opportunities and certain people are, and I don't. Sometimes I don't. Well, I think it's kind of like, I don't want to say appropriation, but I just feel like there are perfectly
suitable contenders.
Yes, bro. I just feel like
for the job. I understand that. I do understand. I hope that he's opening doors.
It's like when you see people like Post Malone blow up.
Yeah.
Like all these a bunch of white rappers get all this stuff, and it's like they don't give any credit to the people that they don't tap on the shoulders of anybody that influenced them.
I think the sucky part about that is it, and I can give so many examples about this.
Yeah.
And it's because
this is a 30-minute intro, by the way.
Okay.
We keep going.
So, black people have a sound.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So it is interesting to people when see that
white people
sound comes from a white person. It's coming out of a white person, right?
But flip it.
I hear you. Oh, I hear you.
People don't give a fuck when it's flipped.
Of course. I mean, the perfect example is like a bunch of black country singers out right now.
Nobody gives a fuck about them.
They're not nearly as known, as well known as the multitude of white country singers out there. For sure. I'm just saying, I feel like this is why. Mm-hmm. This is why, Adele is so popular. This is why Sam Smith is so popular. Yeah. This is why Post Malone is so popular. Why Eminem was so popular.
Yep.
Well, I mean, there's so many examples. There's so many examples.
You're spitting right now.
Because their sound is a traditionally black sound, and it's coming out of an untraditional.
It's coming out of a white person.
Yes.
Yeah. I know what you were trying to say. And yeah, this is a debate for another podcast. We're not the music experts.
No, not at all.
I know that this is something that's been talked about a lot of times.
Of course.
And I would like to do more research so I am more informed about my statements, because I feel like I'm talking from a place of frustration,
For sure.
and I don't think that that's really informed for the most part.
Mhm.
So yeah. Anyway, just moving along, we saw that it was good. It was good.
was great.
It was
Hallie
good. We're talking
killed the game.
talking all this shit about the movie. It was a good movie.
No one's talking shit. We're just talking about that small little
I'm not
rap
gonna lie,
part. I feel like it was a little misplaced, and that's it.
I was talking mad shit, but it's fine. So yeah. So yeah. Other than that, things are good. And again, I'm just happy to be doing this with you. Yeah. So, guess what?
What?
It's time for our first segment.
Excellent.
Do you know what it's called?
It is called.
Wow. Did you really? Third time?
I know.
Oh, I'm gonna get it queued up.
No. I know what it's called.
Mhm.
It's called. What do we think about that?
Nope.
No.
Close, but no.
It's called. No. I have nothing.
Seriously?
What do we?
How do we feel about that?
How do we feel about that? What do we think about that? How do we feel about that? Come on.
Nah, it's written. It's written in the title. Like when I say we're going in this segment, it says it in letters. We can't.
How do we feel about that?
How do we feel about that?
Okay.
I got two here, but I don't know which one is juicier.
Okay.
I feel like this one is juicy. Raven Symone dishes on requiring relationship NDAs, quote, before the naughty time comes.
You know what? I read about this.
Okay. Should I continue?
Yeah,
Okay.
I only read the headline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Navigating the world of sex and romance can be tricky for everyone, though big name stars have to be a bit extra guarded on their account of their celebrity status. However, for the sake of keeping her personal life under wraps, Raven Symone says she used to have her partners sign non-disclosure agreements before sealing the deal. About 47 minutes into her podcast appearance, Raven Symone proceeded to detail some of the hardships of dating her partner proceeded to detail some of the hardships of dating a celebrity. She provided an example of how after they began dating and they began to dig deep, Raven Symone sorry, I'm like reading all over the place of this thing. This is a long article and it's annoying. She provided her partner, Raven Symone's partner, provided an example about after she, the partner, began to dig deep and try to get Raven Symone to open up, she was guarded over the prospect of information being leaked. Raven would say, "Why do you care? Why? What are you trying to know? Are you going to write a book about me later?" She then revealed that she actually required her partners to sign NDAs, with the partners signing one about 2 months into their relationship. Additionally, Raven has said that while it feels, quote, very impersonal, it is necessary in her line of work. She also quoted, "In all of my relationships, when I started dating, I had people sign NDAs, and it took me a while to wrap my head around it, but it's very impersonal, because it's very impersonal, but someone in our position needs to do that."
Okay. That's fine. That's good.
Yeah, and apparently it was like right before she said, right before naughty time comes, like right before they get intimate. Not important. How do you feel about that? If you're in a relationship with somebody and when
it's not just anybody
signing
though.
an NDA,
It's not just anybody though. It's someone who is.
It sounded like it was
very well known. No. I'm saying.
Oh, like a famous person.
Yes, if you are in a relationship with someone whose face is extremely well known around the world.
Yeah.
I mean, I could understand it. Like she said, it is super impersonal, but like, I'm sure that she has had instances in her life where people were trying to blackmail her, where people were, spreading rumors about her. So, I mean, I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Yeah.
Low key, I would probably do the same.
Have him sign an NDA?
Yeah.
I honestly think it's extremely smart.
Mm-hmm.
I think I agree. I think I'm actually surprised that more people haven't done it.
Oh, I bet you everyone does it. She's the only person who's come out and said it.
Yeah, maybe.
I guarantee.
You think all these famous people do that shit?
1,000%. 1,000%. Unless they're dating another famous person, then like maybe not so much.
You need to do it even more so.
Well,
because then if they write a book,
well, that's true.
And people are gonna buy it because they're already famous, and then they're like, "Hey, I was also fucking with this other famous person."
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I at first I was like, "Oh, this is kind of impersonal," but it's almost like signing it's almost like a prenup.
Exactly.
Like if you're like in terms of like prenup stuff, if you're already super rich and you start dating somebody who does not have as much money as you, like, and then you guys decide to get married, you are making them sign a prenup.
Hot take.
Is it though? Is it though?
Hot take in our relationship.
It's not a hot take.
I'm just kidding. No, Everett and I have talked about this.
It's not a hot take.
But we plan on making like around the same amount of money, so
it
doesn't really apply to us.
Doesn't really make a difference.
But okay, so you're saying that like if you hit it big in acting,
if I hit it big in acting, no, like at this point, and then no,
because we're not married yet. So like, would you make me sign a prenup?
No, I would not.
Okay,
because you shooting in the gym.
Yes, I was.
You've been here since day one, so no.
Okay.
But I'm saying like, if you're already popping, and then you start dating somebody, and then you get married, and like they get married to you, or you guys get married, you need to have a prenup, because one, like, I get it. It does sound very like unromantic and like
totally
impersonal and like all that stuff, but let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a $1.50.
Like transactional.
Let's keep it a $1.50. After 2, 3, 4, 5 years, it gets less romantic anyway. After you've been married, after you've been together, but even so, more so, I've heard, after you've been married for a while, it gets less romantic anyway, and it gets a lot more logical after you've been married for a while. So you're going to look back and be like, damn, this may not end well, and it's the just in case thing.
Yeah.
But
I see.
Yeah, it's the just in case thing, but it's like if you this is just my thought. I feel like anybody who is, when you are rich like that, man or woman, and somebody is not rich and they're trying to date you, don't think they are only dating you because of your like
amazing personality.
You're so like, you're able to love, no, it's because
you're able to provide.
You're able to provide, bro. And how many times,
which is big. We cannot downplay that.
Nah, hell no. And look, Ramit would say you need to talk about money. You need to talk about money. And if one person is making all the money, then, and you're totally fine with being the provider and being like, you just need to know that, especially in America where the divorce rate is like what,
50%.
50%, you need to know that, look, if you guys break up, if it doesn't work out, are you cool with this person taking 50% of your assets? Not just your money, your assets. If you have stock put away, they get half of that.
Unless they don't involve lawyers and they work it out themselves.
Somebody's going to involve a lawyer. That's all I'm saying. I think I personally think that somebody else brought this up to me too. It's like if you also like inherit a family business,
Mm-hmm.
like that's also grounds to get a prenup.
Yeah.
Because like let's say you inherit like, you know, $1 billion business. You know, or you inherit like a bunch of family houses,
Mm-hmm.
family property, like, and then you break up, your partner who has nothing to do with that gets half of all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like you have to be aware of these things. Now, if you're with somebody that you don't mind if that happens, and like, look, if it happens, it happens, it doesn't work out, like, I still would want you to be okay, like, then yeah, you don't need to sign shit. I say that because that's how I feel about you. It's like, look, I don't plan, look, you know me, I'm commitment daily. I don't plan on, we've been together 10 years, not married yet. And like, look, man, I'm trying to be with you forever.
And ever.
And the odd chance that it doesn't work out, like, I wouldn't even care if you got half of my shit. You know what I mean? Or vice versa. Like, if I got half of your shit, I probably wouldn't take half of your shit. You know what I mean?
I know you wouldn't.
I would just be like, keep it. Like, I don't need your shit.
Yeah.
Would you do the same for me?
Interesting that you ask. I think that you and I think that we have a very different relationship with money.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I feel like.
So you're saying that if we broke up, you would take half of my shit?
You just said you would give it to me, first of all. I don't think I would, but if like, I don't think I would, but I also don't think that I would want you to take half of mine either. Like,
so okay, so let's play this out. So let's play it out in like real life.
Yeah.
You're gonna inherit 2 houses.
Right.
You're gonna inherit 2 houses.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna inherit like 1.
Yeah.
Maybe half of 1. We break up.
Mm-hmm.
No prenup.
Right.
I'm entitled to half of your stuff, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think that would work out.
but then, okay, you're entitled to half of my shit.
I mean, I hear you.
Damn, how fucked up. Damn, hey, we broke up. You get my parents' house.
Right, exactly. That's how
you would take it though.
No, I would not. No.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
No, I would not. I would
Okay.
not. And I'm saying for me, like, I wouldn't want, like, if, and this is all hypothetical, people. Like, we're not breaking up.
Yeah, no.
We're not breaking up, so we don't have to worry about this.
Yeah.
But like, first of all, I feel like my grandmother would freaking be rolling over in her grave.
Yeah, for sure.
If like we broke up and then you got like half the house in DC.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure. But that's how that shit goes.
I know.
I feel like we're
But also though, I think that even if we did break up,
right,
it would be so amicable.
Right.
Like,
that's exactly what I was.
You know what I mean? Like, we wouldn't do all of the crazy lawyer shit.
No,
like,
that's what I was gonna say.
You would be like, no, I'll take the house up north. You get the house in DC. Like, you know, and that's that.
Yeah,
like, you don't need to.
I don't think that either of us would do anything that would hurt the other person.
Yeah.
Like, in that way. Even if we broke up and it was like not cute. I feel like neither of us would like do that last little jab of like,
yeah,
oh, you're gonna do that? Well, then I'm gonna take all your shit.
No.
Like, or even be selfish about it and be like, I need this.
No,
you know, I feel like
I think we would work like, yeah, I think we would work it out on our own.
Yeah.
But also, because I do want to circle back to what I was saying about how we have a different relationship with money.
Okay.
And I feel like that's something that I still need to work on. You know, I still need
going
to.
With this?
I'm just saying that I feel like it would be really difficult for me to split the income that I've made
and
down the middle.
Yeah. For
if we were to break up.
Boo, that would be difficult for anybody.
Okay.
Like, let's say I have $1 million in investments.
Right.
What would you do?
Right.
What would you do if we broke up?
No, I wouldn't take it because it's you. Like, I understand that we were married, but like you put that money in.
Yeah.
You built it up.
Yeah.
Like you let it grow. You didn't take it out. Like why? Like why would I?
You would be like.
The only way that I'd be like, yeah, it's half mine is if we're still married.
Oh yeah, for sure. But see, that doesn't even work that way,
right?
Because
if
we're married, then
it's
not
just
half.
Ours. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So if we broke up, would you be like, I mean, it is half of mine.
No. Again, unless I put in half of the investment.
Right, of course.
I feel like I'm very logical in that way.
You are a good person.
Oh, thanks. Boo.
You are no.
Well, so are you.
No, that's what I'm saying. And I want to preface this in saying, like, I wouldn't have proposed if I didn't think all of this stuff through already.
Yeah,
as somebody
true.
who is
Everett is very proactive
as
about
someone
things.
who has always been terrified of being taken advantage of.
Right.
I would have never proposed to somebody if I felt like they would leave me and take half of my shit.
Right.
Hence why I'm marrying you, because you just talked about it, but I already knew the answer of like, yeah, you would never leave me and take half of my shit, and vice versa. We're both too independent for that shit too.
Also,
like,
yeah, exactly.
Where'd you get all your money? Oh, I married this dude, and I like.
Yeah, no.
I'm not.
It's never been.
I'm not gonna lie. Anytime I see that shit, I cringe a little bit. It's like yeah, I got it on my own. Like, did you, or did you marry somebody, divorce them, and took half of their shit? You didn't do it on your own,
right? I mean, yeah. We've never been those people.
Nah.
I think we are
very
both
common in LA, baby.
We're very proud to make our own money. I think.
Yeah. So, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm not surprised by Raven having.
Oh, right. I forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah. No, that's one of the skills that I have to like sharpen on podcast stuff, is we gotta circle it back to what we were talking about in the first place. Yeah, I'm not surprised about Raven like having an NDA.
Not at all.
Good for
I
her.
think honestly,
she's smart.
Like at least 75% of celebrities do that.
I agree.
Guaranteed.
I agree. Where are we at? We're at 48 minutes. Damn. How you feel about that?
Good. Let's go for.
Do you want to do? You want to know the other one? I'll just say the headline.
Okay.
Al Pacino's girlfriend is pregnant. And
that would have been a terrible one for me because I don't know who Al Pacino is.
Al Pacino is the guy who played. His girlfriend's 8 months pregnant, and Al Pacino is the guy who played Scarface.
Yeah, I'm so glad you didn't pick that one. I would have had nothing to say.
But here's why. Here's why it's crazy. Because his girlfriend is 29 years old.
Uh-huh.
Al Pacino is 83.
Okay.
He's still got shooters, bro. He's still got shooters.
I mean, it's just like, what's his face, who just had his like 10th child?
Nick Cannon?
No, not Nick Cannon.
He's on 13.
It's not Nick Cannon. It's oh my gosh, Meet the Fockers, the dad.
Oh, De Niro?
Yes, Robert De Niro.
Oh shit, he's having kids that late too.
He's 78.
Damn. Hey,
I think.
Shout out to the homies, bruh.
Yeah, and he just had his.
Stay shooting.
Maybe it's not his 10th child. It's up there.
Yeah,
it's up there, and he. Just the mere fact that he had a child at age like 78 or however old he is.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, we can move on.
Okay. Second segment. You know what it is. Do you want to say it this time?
Free game.
Yes. Free game. So we, spend some time deciphering some relationship situations, some issues, and we would love for you all to send your relationship situations and issues to, I put an email up, we're ready to go, lessofamesspodcast@gmail.com. Not hard to spell. If you know how to spell less of a mess podcast at gmail.com, you're good to go. It's also in the description of everything. So send your relationship stuff. You can tell me if you want to be anonymous, and we won't say your name, all that stuff. So in the meantime, we're on Reddit, baby. We are on Reddit, which there's some juicy stuff on Reddit, let me tell you. So if you do send something, make sure it's juicier than Reddit's. Otherwise, we're just going to opt for Reddit every time. And so, again, I am going through and, okay. So the title of this one is, I, 30-year-old female, asked my friend, 32-year-old male, out for a date, and he rejected me. But it doesn't end there. All right, this is
I'm 30 and Everett's 32, so that's kind of
this
funny.
is kind of a long one, so I'm going to try to read through this somewhat quickly, so stay with me. I'm interested to hear advice or if you've been in a similar situation and what happened. About 2 years ago, I met a guy and we became pretty good friends. It felt like a normal friendship. I think he may have had a girlfriend at the time, but by the time we got closer, they had broken up. As time went on, I started to have feelings for him, but I wasn't sure about how he felt. We started getting closer and closer, and the flirtation definitely started. A lot of touching, joking around, and like normal flirting stuff. I'm not a very confident person though, so I didn't say anything about my feelings. On the other hand, he is a pretty outspoken person, and he seems like the type that if he liked me, he would have said. So I still kept it to myself, and we continued being friends. Things started to heat up even more, texting a lot, almost every day. Some of the message can get a little R-rated even. Continuing flirting, touching, and such when we were together. All of this is like, okay, maybe we were just close friends, but here is where it really went to the next level, I feel like. I was planning a trip with my family, and I asked him if he could drive me to the airport, and he said yes, of course. My flight was in the afternoon, and he works nights, so he even took the day before off to be well rested to take me. He picks me up in the morning, and we head off to the airport. It's about a 2-hour drive. We arrive at the airport, and we were both hungry, so we get lunch nearby, and of course, he was doing me a huge favor. I was saying to pay the bill. I was trying to pay the bill, but he took it from me and said no way and paid for both of us. My neck itches. Then we get to the airport. I was expecting to be dropped off at the curb and just go in myself, but he parked, carried my bags for me, waited at the check-in with me, and watched me go all the way through security before leaving. That's when I felt like, okay, wow, maybe he does like me as more than a friend. We texted a lot during my trip, and he was the first person I saw when I got back. Soon after was my birthday, and his birthday present to me had quite the romantic undertone. It was a jewelry box that had a rose in it, and it just seemed like something you would give your girlfriend or wife. So I finally decided after all this, I was going to be brave and ask him out for an official date. Fire. I love that it's not over. I just love the fact that she asked him on a date.
Yeah.
Love that shit. Well, he said no. I was and still am so confused after all that, and he didn't even want to go on a date. Like, I wasn't pushing for him to be my boyfriend or anything. The exact message I sent was, "Are you interested in going on a date?" That's pretty harmless.
Totally.
That sucked a lot, but I wanted to still be friends. So we kept on being friends, but the problem is he's still continuing the same flirtations and behavior. After he rejected me, I definitely scaled back initiating conversations or being flirtatious, but he hasn't. He still acts exactly the same way as before. At this point, I'm just really confused. I want to stay friends, but the flirting keeps making me think like, but okay, let me read this sentence again, because what the fuck? At this point, I'm really confused. I want to stay friends, but the flirting keeps making me thinking like, but wait, does he like me? But I know he said he didn't. she's getting in her feelings at this point.
Well, yeah, she's yes.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Or like, what does any of this mean? It doesn't just seem like normal friend behavior to me. I don't act this way. I don't act this way with any of my other friends, regardless of gender. And I don't see him act like this towards any other female friends.
Mm-hmm.
And in general, he is a very nice person, but not particularly touchy or flirtatious.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, we were drinking together, which I know some people will say drunk people can't lie, and others will say he was drunk, he means nothing. But basically, that night he said, "I love you," and was holding my hand and leaning all over me.
So my God, he just love bombed her.
Hold on. Yeah. So far, I haven't seen or talked to him, but I'm assuming the next time we see each other, he will act like nothing happened. So, like, I don't even know where to go from here. Thoughts, advice.
Wow.
Woo! I got a lot of thoughts on this one.
Wow.
You sound enthusiastic. I'm gonna let you go.
Okay, first question is I missed the beginning part, or I mean it was very long.
It was a long one.
How did they meet? Did she say?
I don't think it said. I don't think it said how they met. About 2 years ago, I met a guy and we became pretty good friends.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
2 years ago. So she's known this guy she's been in a friendship with this guy for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Meaning she probably knows a good amount of his life.
Yeah. Yeah.
My initial thought was, oh, he has a girlfriend. But no, like they've known each other for 2 years, so it can't be that.
Mm-hmm. What should she do? What should she do?
Okay, wait. So, well, no. Let's chat about it first.
Okay,
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm letting you. I already know exactly how I feel about it. Yeah.
How did she ask him out? Was it through text,
text,
or was it in person?
She sent him a text and she said, "Hey." She said exactly. What did she say, bruh? Man, you're making me go back. You couldn't just listen the first time.
I tried.
She sent a message that said, "Are you interested in going on a date?" And he said no. She didn't say
straight up said no.
She didn't say exactly how he said no. Boo, we're not gonna do this where I'm reading this whole thing back.
Boo, I just need some clarification.
We'll just go based off of what you understood of it so far.
Yeah, but those minor details make a difference to me.
Okay.
Like, did she say it in person? Did she say it via text message?
What should she do?
Because
what should she do?
Boo, we're chatting about this. I don't know what she should do yet. I need to talk it out.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. All right. Anyways, so
don't oh my gosh me.
Sending it in a text message is a little. We're just very unsure of whether or not he actually received the message. Like, what if his friend
rejected it?
Hold on. What if his friend had his phone and he was just playing a little practical joke on him?
You're thinking too much into this.
Maybe I am.
You're thinking,
but I'm covering all my bases.
You're thinking about conspiracies and like he didn't get, like, what is so egregious about the possibility of him rejecting her?
Nothing.
Because they've hung out since.
I'm just saying there is a 1% possibility that he didn't even receive the message. Okay.
Can we assume that he got the message?
Fine. We're assuming that he got the message.
Can we go based off of her understanding of the situation?
Fine. We're assuming that he got the message. My question then is, why hasn't she followed up with him in person and asked him, hey, what are your reasons for not wanting to go out with me?
She didn't ask that question.
She did not ask that. Look, I'm wondering why. She did say that she has trouble with confidence and she's shy. So, I mean, that's probably why she hasn't asked him.
Yeah.
But
honestly, this is my thought.
Wow. Okay.
This is
Cut
my
me
thought.
off.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're tiptoeing around the advice.
We're not.
We are. So, I'm looking at the bigger picture, not the individual pieces of this whole long ass overwritten story. She really didn't have to. She was
being detailed.
She was being too detailed, bro. It was she was. She basically, you asked out your friend, he rejected you, but he's still playing games with you. That's the gist of it.
God, that's literally the difference between like a man's brain and a woman's brain.
Yep, exactly. He's playing.
I appreciated the details.
Yeah, for sure. But you know what? For this podcast, we are half and half. And so what I'm saying is he's playing games. He rejected you. Don't think too much into it. He said no, and now he's sending you mixed signals.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
My advice is to call him out on sending you mixed signals. Whoever comes up with a time machine, but I understand it because I also understand that lack of confidence thing.
Yeah,
so
that's tough.
so her calling him out on sending her mixed signals probably isn't gonna happen. But
because she's afraid that he's gonna be like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, he's gonna gaslight the shit out of her.
Yeah, exactly.
But that brings me to my next point. He's toxic, bro. He's
whoa!
No,
oh my gosh!
No.
You really just hop, skip, and jump.
Here's why.
To toxic.
Here's why. I like to give a hot take and then go back and look at the evidence that suggests so.
Okay.
Not like try to piece together. We already got through the story. I'm just trying to say he's toxic. Here's why. Because he clearly has expressed romantic feelings for her. He has sent those signals.
He literally said, I love you.
He literally said, I love you.
Drunk.
Whatever, bro. Drunk, holding hands. He's showing signs of affection this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
This entire time. And you asked him I can't clap. Somebody needs a clap. She asked him straight up, would you want to go on a date with me?
Mm-hmm.
And he gave you a straight up answer. There is nothing else you need to do. Anything after that is you allowing yourself to be led on, to be put. You're right. You're right about
that's
that.
All.
You're literally saying,
least,
okay, well, you can treat me less than what I deserve.
At least he gave her a straight up answer.
He gave her a straight up answer, and so I actually don't blame him for behaving this way. I think at this point she got the answer that she got. It's not the
and
answer.
now it's up to her
to
decide whether or not she still wants to be friends with him.
It's not the
because he hasn't changed.
Well, hold on. Not even that. She wants to be. She already knows what she wants. She wants more than friendship.
Right.
And he's going to breadcrumb the shit out of her as long as he probably loves the attention. He probably loves that. Oh yeah, you can get close, but not too close. Like he's probably avoiding as fuck, right? And like you said it earlier, he's love bombing the shit out of her, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like he's toxic. He is doing all these things and showing all these things, but he is acting like he doesn't.
His actions are not matching with his words,
and you don't want to be with somebody like that.
True.
You don't. It's that shit right there is automatically a red flag.
Yeah.
If somebody doesn't talk the talk, or if somebody doesn't walk the walk, then you don't just imagine that relationship 2 years from now. Their actions aren't going to match up with their words,
right?
Because they already don't.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my thing. It's like she seems like she's way too good for this dude. And when I say way too good, I know nothing about him, but I've been on this earth long enough, have enough friends, have enough experiences to know, like you said, you even know what love bombing is when you see it.
For sure.
And so, like this guy was doing the most early on in the friendship, showing you all the signs that like, hey, like, showing all the romantic signs. But even then, he didn't even take the initiative to ask you out.
In 2 years,
In 2 years, you had. I'm giving her credit. You had the courage to say, "Do you want to go out on a date with me?" It's clear that all these signs are showing that you're.
All these signs point to
me.
you wanting to go on a date.
And so when he says no, I understand the nigga. What? No, you don't want to go on a date? I understand
in
this.
and it's in
I
that
understand the
moment
shock.
where I would have been like, I'm confused.
Yeah, in that
You know?
moment, because you have confidence, right? You have that kind of confidence. It doesn't. She said that she doesn't really have confidence to be like, I'm confused. What the hell is going on?
Well, that's her next step, though.
Even then, you already know what's gonna happen when she asks him. He's gonna tell her what she wants to hear,
or not. He might be like, "Oh, I didn't think like I have a very flirtatious personality."
All that
or,
shit,
you know,
all that shit. Yeah,
you know, I didn't think that I was doing anything wrong.
Playing with people's emotions, bro. Stop doing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be with this guy, honestly. I know you were enamored by all of the gestures and
the taking you to the airport 2 hours away,
being treated,
parking, going to lunch, paying for your lunch.
But I'm telling you though, man, like people will do that. Like people will do that early on. Like I'm not calling him a narcissist early on because I hate it when we throw those names around.
We're not going
no. But what I'm saying is like people that have certain traits of that.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a narcissist, but I'm saying certain traits of that, like especially.
I would just call him selfish. We don't even have to throw that word out there.
But I'm saying like early on, some people like to pretend like they are one way early on and do the most. You see it. Some people do the most to get somebody to like them, to get somebody connected to them.
Yeah, just because they want to feel seen.
And then they will use that to their advantage,
right?
And like take advantage of them or play games with them.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'm saying, like him getting you as a friend, getting you a box with jewelry and roses.
No, getting her a jewelry box with a rose in it.
That is, bro, if you have no intention of dating this person or being
that's
romantic,
strange.
That to me is a little.
That's not a platonic gift.
That's a little.
Bro.
I just think no. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's trying to get her to, but then.
Maybe it was probably all a game to him.
Yeah,
he was trying to get
her to like
him.
That's what I was saying.
And she did, and she made the move.
And now he's like, I don't.
And he's like, I'm good now. Mission was accomplished,
bro. People, man, people. I hate that shit, but you know what? People do that shit.
I mean, so our general game for you.
Yeah, what's the
free game? Is
move on,
definitely
move on.
But
next.
if we want to do a little, if you actually are looking for answers, ask him.
Yeah,
ask him.
Yeah.
Literally say, hey, and give examples. People love examples.
I would
give examples. The gift, the taking you to the airport, the paying for the lunch, flirting, all of those, and just lay it out there and see what he says.
This is my next question: is do they have mutual friends? Like, do they hang out as a group?
Yeah, that's a good question.
If they do, you should ask him with one other person there.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Yeah, because no one likes to lie in front of two people.
Well, no, not even that. Bring a confident friend.
No, for sure.
Bring a confident friend. Put them up to speed to the situation. Who can look at this situation logically? Because she's in her feelings. So it'd be hard. He could say what she wants to hear, and he could say
anything, and she'll
probably
be
like, oh, okay, yeah. You need a friend that'll be there to like call him out on his bullshit. Not necessarily call him out on his bullshit, but just like ask him the questions that need to be asked.
Correct. And I want her to feel empowered to have the ball in her court. Like, the ball is in your court, girlfriend. Like, either ask him and try to get some answers, and if you are okay with those answers, continue to be friends with him. If that's what, but if you don't like those answers, drop him.
This is the one,
and that's it.
These are the
just remember that you have a choice.
These are the things that situations like these are the reason why I'd be excited to have a daughter, because the amount of confidence that little girl is going to have. Okay,
not too much though. Not too much that it becomes cocky.
No. I didn't say no. I said confidence. I said confidence. If you ask a guy out and they reject you, and then they try to come back around and act all with you and like act like, oh, I love you, like act all weird with you, call his ass out.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, you already rejected me, bro.
Yeah.
What are you doing? That's
what I've done in the past.
Oh, you call people? Yeah, you have.
I have.
Definitely. You already said you didn't want to be with me, bro.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, I want to be with you now. Too bad, nigga.
Literally,
Yeah.
too bad, so sad.
Too bad, so sad.
You missed
bro.
the train.
You missed it. You fucked up. And that's what, see? So like I said, it gets me excited to have a little girl who knows exactly what to do in this situation.
She'll definitely know what to do.
You know, little boy, I don't know. He may end up he may end up simping like me, bro.
Oh,
he
God.
He may
no, because he's going to have me as a mom.
I'm
not going to allow that.
He may end up simping like me.
Nah.
Maybe she just needs time.
No.
Maybe
have him talk to me.
Maybe
not you.
Maybe
our daughter's going to talk to you. Our son's going to talk to me.
Maybe she just needs. Well, we don't know what orientation our kids are gonna.
No idea.
You know what I'm saying?
No
Anyway. So that's just that. But yeah, free game is drop them like a bag of hot potatoes, and I think that's the saying. And
I like it.
Yeah, and keep it pushing, man. Because
yeah,
I don't know. It maybe she's never been treated that way before. It was almost like too good to be true.
Absolutely.
Almost too good to be true. Well, I would say
it
that probably is.
I would say like, oh, you're shooting yourself in the foot. If he didn't actually say no.
Right. He rejected you.
Yeah. Like he already said no. He does not want to go out on a date with you.
He rejected you.
So now that you have that clarity,
yeah.
Again, it's up to you. Would you like to stay friends with him? Because he's not going to change.
It's tough.
He's going to continue to be flirtatious. He's going to continue to buy you gifts, probably.
This is the other thing.
And maybe even love bomb you.
You can't be friends with him anymore either. That's the other thing. You can't be
yeah, she crossed the friendship line. She crossed the friendship line.
Can we talk about this for a second? I know we're a minute and 12 in. We got a little bit of time.
An hour and 12.
An hour and 12 in. We got a little bit of time. I would like to say that people, and we kind of talked about this last time.
We did.
It's okay to like when you cross that romantic line, whether it's with a friend, anybody, when you cross that romantic line, that's crossing the point of no return, bro. It's crossing the point of no return if you know that you're not gonna want, like, me and my friend Chris talk about this all the time. Don't keep somebody in your life that you know you want to be with that does not want to be with you.
1000%.
Do not keep them in your life.
You're just hurting yourself.
You are playing yourself, bro. Yeah. Cut them off.
Yeah.
Cut them off. There's no reason to torment yourself.
Totally. I agree.
That's why last week, if you guys tuned into last week, that's why I was so adamant about there's no reason to talk to your ex. Because there's no...
Again, though, if they ended amicably...
No, bro.
I still stand by what I said last week.
Okay. The only reasons is if you have kids, that's the exception. If you have kids, like pets, that's the exception. But what I'm saying is, even if you've ended quote unquote amicably, let's not act like no. I don't like that people continue to lie about this shit, bro. It's so fucking annoying to me. It makes my blood boil.
Clearly.
Stop acting like neither person in that relationship. There's at least one person that still is holding on to hope. We all know this. Somebody's hanging on to hope, has residual feelings for the other person, and the other person probably is like, I'm cool, bro. I'm free. I'm out of that relationship. But then there's one person that's like, I still, maybe, what if? Every single time. If you're that person and you are telling yourself, oh yeah, I can still be friends with this person, you're playing yourself.
Okay.
You're playing yourself.
If that relationship just ended and no one else is dating anyone, to still be in each other's lives. Like, I mean, that's your prerogative.
Wait. If nobody's dating anyone.
Yeah.
Okay. But they broke up.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're still in each other's lives, you're telling me that neither person has any kind of want to get back together.
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay, that's what
I'm not saying that.
Okay, let's talk about that. That's what I want to focus on.
Okay.
Because people try to act like they don't want to be. There's always one person that acts like they don't want to be with the other person, that they're completely over it.
Mm-hmm.
When we all know that that's not true. Like, you know that that's not true. You know that you want to be back with this person, but they don't want to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
So you spending all this time around them, you're playing yourself. You're literally hoping that maybe something will change. Something's going to change, time, whatever, and there might be something that happens where we get back together. Oh my gosh, it's all good. No, that's not going to happen. Why are we still like, dog? I just don't understand it. Can you shed light on why somebody would do that? Because we're not going to sit here and act like, oh no, neither of them have any feelings for each other. There's always one person that does. Why is that person playing themselves? Your turn.
I mean, that person is playing themselves because they don't know how to let go.
Okay. So that person doesn't know how to let go, but so what would the best thing for that person be?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay.
The best thing for that person would be to cut their ex off. Yes. I agree with you.
Okay.
Again, though, last week, I was talking about an amicable breakup.
Okay, what is an amicable breakup?
It means both parties don't think that they should be together.
Okay, how often do we see that?
Not often, and I said that last week.
Okay.
I did say it last week.
Okay.
I said you don't see this that often.
Mm-hmm.
It's rare, I know,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still on the table.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not that case, then yes.
It's rarely that case.
Okay.
It does an amicable breakup is not, because just in case anybody's confused, an amicable breakup is not like a not messy breakup. Like a messy breakup is like, what am I trying to say?
Yeah, what do you mean? To me, an amicable breakup is not messy.
That's what I'm saying. An amicable breakup is not messy.
Is a clean breakup.
No. I'm sorry. An amicable breakup okay, this is what I'm trying to say. A non-amicable breakup can still be clean. That's what I'm saying. So if two people break up, right? One person still wants to be with the other person, but the other person is like, nah, I'm cool. That doesn't mean that it's going to be messy. It can be.
Right. That's still an amicable breakup to me.
Right. Okay. Exactly. So that's what we agree on that. An amicable breakup can still mean that one person wants to be with the other person.
I'm not saying that those are two in the same.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Okay.
I gave a very specific example. I said the amicable breakup where both parties agree.
Oh, okay. You did say that. That we shouldn't be together.
That they shouldn't be together. That they're not meant to be together.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I forgot that you said that part. But again, very rare when they're both like, we don't need to be together. Typically, when that happens, they don't speak to each other either. They don't, because they're like, this is messy, bro. We are not good around each other. We're not good with each other, nor do we benefit from being around each other. We don't need to speak. That is typically with an amicable breakup, like the one that you're talking about, where they both agree that like we should split up. They typically don't talk.
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree.
Okay. I feel like the ones where they do talk is when one person is hanging on to something. And the other person's like, I mean, yeah, I guess if you want to keep talking to me, like nothing's going to happen, but I know that you
I mean,
want
as long
something
as
to happen.
that other person knows, or as long as the person who still has feelings knows
that they're playing
themselves, I mean, yeah,
bruh.
I'm just saying, like,
okay, let me do it this way. We have a daughter. All right, it got real, didn't it? It got real, didn't it? We have a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Her and her partner had an amicable breakup.
Mm-hmm.
They going off to college, different colleges. Our daughter didn't want to break up. Our daughter wants to be with this person. The other person doesn't want to be with our daughter anymore. They're good. They're moving on. Our daughter is continuing to stay in contact with this person. Meanwhile, that person is dating, talking to other girls, blah, 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 but is still connecting with our daughter. Knowing our daughter would love to get back with this person. Our daughter's holding on to hope. This person is unknowingly giving our daughter false hope.
Okay, fine.
What are we talking about?
Oh, fine.
Stop talking to him.
No, you're right.
Or her.
Yeah.
Or they.
Them.
Okay, them. Stop talking to them. Okay, so now let's bring it back to.
No, you're right.
Okay, so what were you hanging on to?
I mean, I was hanging on. I mean, I still think that there is that rare case where two people break up just because they're not like romantically connected, and that's okay, and they're better as friends. I still think that is plausible.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
no, I'm not gonna say it's
like,
impossible.
there's billions of people in this world.
No,
I feel like
yes. I'm not here to say that's impossible. But if you think that's you, if you think that you're the special case watching this right now, if you think you're the special case and your friendship with your ex is totally platonic, cap. It's not.
Email us.
It's likely that yes, email us, please. Because I'm here to
lessofamesspodcast at gmail.com.
I'm here to shut that shit down, bro. It's highly unlikely. That's a nice way of putting it. Highly unlikely. But yeah, bro.
There's always a unicorn.
Why do people think they're the unicorn?
Well, because there's always the possibility of a unicorn.
Bro, that's
so why wouldn't you think that you were the unicorn? It's literally just like the lottery. Why do you think people buy lottery tickets? Because they think they might be the unicorn.
It's a sickness.
I don't think it's.
I'm just kidding.
It's not a sickness.
I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, I think people think they're special.
Yeah.
And we all think we're special. We all think we're the exception to the rule. We're not. Cut your losses. That. Sometimes people gotta just accept the L.
Everett.
I'm in my bag today.
No, you're not. You're being mean.
I'm not being mean, bro. No. No, you're
just okay.
You
are more of a realist than I am.
This is no. Yes, but also like the reason why I'm talking like this is because it took me so long to accept the things that I needed to hear.
Right.
It took me forever to just
accept the things that you did hear.
Accept the things that I did hear, and fortunately I was surrounded by people that were willing to tell me exactly what I needed to hear. And to this day I'm like forever grateful for the advice that I was given by the people that were telling me the things that I needed to hear. It was harsh. It hurt when they told me the things that I needed to hear, but it gave me, it snapped me out of fantasy land and put me in reality where I was able to live my life in a way that was benefiting me and like and again, just like living in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, however that song, the Paramore song, love that song, so good.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like, so all I'm saying is like,
Real world.
I know I sound harsh when I say all this shit. Because entertainment. We're on a show right now, but again,
No,
like,
this is how he really is. Don't
No,
let him fool you.
no. If I had a kid, I'd be a little more compassionate, But no, seriously, like sometimes you just need to, like, if you're watching this and you're like, I'm friends with my ex, but like still might be something there, bro. Your ex don't want to be with you. If they told you they don't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you. Cut them off. You're playing yourself if they're still in your life because you're hanging on to hope. That's just, and I'm assuming we're talking to adults. These people are 30 and 32.
Well,
they need to be talked to like this.
Well, yeah.
You know their
That's true.
You know their parents, their parents or their friends are being very like, kind of like what you were doing. Well, if you, no, it's possible. Like, maybe he does like you. Maybe
that's not what I said.
What? It doesn't fucking
That is
matter.
not what I said.
It's not. It doesn't matter what you said. It's what you didn't say. And the thing that you didn't say was he rejected you. He don't want to be with you. Move on.
I got there.
Move on.
All right.
So anyway, but
all right, that's our free game.
That's the free game I'm giving you, bro. We went back to last week to wrap that one up so we could wrap this one up too. But anyway, we've been going for an hour and 20 something. You got anything else to say?
Nope.
How you feeling? How do you feel about this episode? How do we feel about the wrap up of number 3?
Good. I think that such a milestone.
Yeah, let's do some feedback. How are we doing as hosts?
We don't need.
No, we're giving each other feedback.
No, I would love for you to drop in the comments how you think we're doing.
Yeah, that's actually way more important. But I also would like to. How do you? Because I did this the first episode. How do you feel like you're doing? And then you said a few things how you'd want to improve.
I feel like I'm doing well.
And I was gonna say that I feel like you're doing amazing.
Thank you, bro.
And I honestly cannot envision myself having another co-host. This is going way too well.
He's only saying that because he knows how to control me.
Yeah, I do. Now go fetch me a sandwich.
No, I mean, Everett is just a natural at this. Boo, like, you're such a natural. So, especially with this specific topic.
Oh, relationship shit?
Yeah. I mean, you always have so much to say.
Yeah. Hey, man.
So, I think that
Trauma is a great writer.
I think that I can be a little soft because...
No. Don't call yourself soft.
Wait, soft? Not in a bad way.
Oh, okay.
Not in a bad way.
But what do you
mean? You have
mean?
a very different definition of soft because you're a man.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not soft, nigga. I'm not soft. Okay,
no, like, I think I can be a little soft with my advice is what I was trying to say. Because...
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know the full story. Like, we haven't spoken to her.
Sometimes the full story don't matter.
Well, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm just... Yeah, take what we say with a grain of salt because we don't know the whole thing.
I think that's why our podcast is so well. I think that's why our dynamic works.
Right.
Because
we balance each other out.
No, but because there are people that are watching that value the way that you break things down.
Mm.
And then there are people that are also watching that value the way value the way that I don't break things down, bro. I don't know, man. I just think that people be wasting their time, bro.
You're not wrong, Boo. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I know. But again, as an overthinker, that's the way that I was saying it was 100% projection, bro.
Right.
It's me projecting to myself. What would I tell myself if I went into a time machine?
Yes.
Don't overthink it. Keep it pushing.
Right.
But,
totally.
Retrospective. Yeah, but I think you're doing amazing.
Thank you, Boo.
And I honestly, I love doing this with you. And
this is fun.
Yeah.
Okay, enough
stalling.
No, I was gonna say enough cake. What is it called?
Cupcake.
Cupcake.
Yeah. We cupcaking. Okay, you guys, we're gonna go now. I'm hungry and I'm gonna eat my food. So, bye. Love you. Bye.
Bye all.
Deuces.
Happy Pride Month.
Yay! Yay for the gay. Let's get it.